Can you walk us through the touchdown play? What was the coverage look that they gave you on that one? Did you guys know that post was going to be there?
Yeah, we ran that all week against quarters, and then they came out. Their safeties were pretty run heavy, so they dropped when we did the fake handoff. So it was me one-on-one with number 2, and guards put up a good ball. The line held up, made their blocks, and we were able to score on that play.
Go ahead, Tracy. What do you think's been the biggest key for you, at least in that game against Minnesota? I mean, the first and fourth quarter, you were really involved there. What was the key to, I guess, getting open and getting some of those catches that you got?
I just got to keep focusing on doing the best thing I can do to help this team win. You can only do your part, so I'm just working on doing my part every play and trying my best to help this team win some games.
Last week, Logan said the offense got to get you more involved. That happened. That came to fruition this weekend. How good can this wide receiver group be when you guys are all together? When Rico comes back and Logan and yourself and Quasi all playing together. I mean, how dangerous can you guys be as a group?
I mean, we have a lot of talent in our receiver room this year. So it's a blessing to have guys like that push me in practice and me being able to push them in practice and just be able to grow every day. So having that talent outside, we can obviously help this team win games. So we just have to continue doing our part in the run game, helping blocking. And then when the ball comes our way, we got to make plays for this offense.
What's your level of comfort in Coach Bieniemy's offense now that we're basically halfway through the season?
Well, I mean, I've been in it since the spring, so I'm extremely comfortable in it. It's like speaking my first language again, so it's really easy to learn, and I'm just glad that I've got more comfortable in it. And you can see it in the other players how fast we're able to play and communicate on the field with routes and concepts. So it's nothing to us now, and we can put in new plays all the time, and they just come in seamlessly.
How big of a priority is stretching the field here in the second half? Maybe getting some more of those deep shots like we saw on Saturday.
I mean, I love to stretch the field. It's really fun to make those big plays. So when the big play opportunities come, we're going to try our best to make them happen, and we got to make them happen for us to win some games. So we're going to keep focusing on doing our part and helping this team win games by catching the ball and making our blocks.
You like the deep plays, but how important is it to get you involved in the short, in the short plays, the intermediate throws, so you can utilize that athleticism and do work from those short and intermediate areas as well?
I just know I can help this team in so many ways. So whether that's me catching the ball or me blocking for somebody else getting the ball, I'm gonna just continue to do my thing, and I know my teammates are gonna do the same thing.
And obviously, with a deep throw, a quarterback needs time to let the play develop and stay upright. What's been the conversations with Ethan as things still try to get figured out with the offensive line and the protection and all that?
I mean, we have the utmost confidence in our offensive line, so they're working their ass off every day in practice, learning their blocks, getting their reads down. So I have a lot of confidence in them that when the big plays come, that they're going to be able to hold up their block. So we're just focused on doing everything that we can to help this team move forward.
Coach Foster emphasized discipline after the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
What are the player-to-player conversations like when you know that's something you got to work on?
We just focus on the little things. So whether that's taking notes in the room, sitting up in meetings, tucking our shirts in, we just focus on looking like a team all the time and trying our best to work on being disciplined on the little things. So that's the biggest thing we've seen from player to player.
What have you seen on film, Rutgers secondary, and ways that you guys can exploit them this weekend?
They're a good team. They got a lot of athletic players over there. They're physical, but I got a lot of confidence in our team. I know we got a lot of guys everywhere, so we're going to go and be ready to go put on a show.
So much has been made about the big travel that a lot of teams have to do this year. Do you have anything personal that you've changed for the longer road trips, or how much does it really affect you as a player to have to do that?
I live in Texas, so whenever I want to go home, this is a 4-hour flight. So really, hopping on a flight is really nothing to me. And this team, we're from all over the country, so getting on a plane is nothing really crazy to us. And once you get there, we can line up anywhere and play ball. So it really don't matter what plane, what bus we got to get on. It's just ball at the end of the day. So it's cool to go to these new venues and be able to play a game that we love.
We talk a lot about the relationship between the O-line and the quarterback, but what's the relationship between the receiving core and the O-line?
The O-line is cool. JC, one of my best friends on the team, and we fist bump every day with the O-line. We make jokes in the huddle. So this whole offense is really close, and you can see it when we play. I love playing with these guys, and it's just easy to mesh with everybody on the offense.
Josh Carlin especially.
Yeah.
You mentioned him.
Yeah,
what's his personality like? What's your relationship?
JC, he's pretty funny. He's a funny dude. Easy guy to play for. Easy guy to play with. He's got a lot of confidence in himself. He knows what he's doing, and he helps bring up everyone around him. So that O-line is definitely following his lead, and them guys have a lot of confidence in him, just like I have confidence in him and the rest of the O-line. So it's fun to have a guy like that in the O-line room, and all the guys are really similar.
You you mentioned as a receiver setting the blocks also for the run game. How can, in your mind, the running game get a little bit more involved and more explosive?
We just have to help on the perimeter. We're blocking, the biggest runs. Obviously, the O-line has to make certain block too. But once the running back breaks through the line, they have to depend on us to break it, to make those extra yards. So we don't know which play they're going to break it on, so we got to be ready every play to go out and block and help our running backs succeed.
As a receiver, what did you think of T.J. Harden's catch and that electrifying run that he made?
Nah, it was lit. I didn't realize that he had to jump over somebody on the floor until I watched it back on film. But I mean, you can see me. I'm sprinting, trying to help get a touchdown block. But TJ's my guy, so I block for anybody on this team. And just having an opportunity to go like that and see TJ, take off, it's fun.
And I think when we talked to you back, what was it, July or whatever, at that EA event here on campus, you mentioned this Rutgers game is one you were interested in just because it was the farthest back east. Is that still the case? Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun to fly all the way across the country and go play football. So I'm excited for it. I know the team's excited for it, and it's going to be a fun day on Saturday.
Thanks, J.Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.